Hi, today we're going to learn how to use VPN to stay secure and private online. Wow, this is a tough job. Just kidding. When you use NordVPN, all it takes is just a single click. See for yourself. Click, and you're browsing securely on public Wi-Fi. Click, your ISP can't see what you do online. Click, and you're in a different country. Well, virtually. Any device you have there, NordVPN has you covered. Everything else is just details. But if you care to know more, NordVPN has more than 5,000 servers all over the world. It protects your sensitive data with advanced encryption, shields you from malware and phishing sites, and keeps no logs of your online activity.
Click link in the description and get 68% discount for your first order. Aging wood using steel wool and vinegar. Know what happens when steel wool and vinegar interact. Placing steel wool in vinegar will, over time, dissolve the wool. This combines with the vinegar to create an aging stain. Create the steel wool vinegar solution. Fill a glass jar with vinegar and place a fist-sized chunk of steel wool inside it. Let it settle for a minimum of 1 day, but up to 5 days for a darker solution. Prepare your wood. Sand it to remove any stain or coating which might prevent your aging solution from adhering properly. Make a tea stain. Boil black tea to brush onto the wood prior to using your steel wool solution. Tea contains tannic acid, which reacts with the vinegar stain and darkens it. The tea will not add any color by itself. It will only make the wood appear wet. Apply the steel wool vinegar solution. Use a paintbrush to give a thorough coat to the wood. You should see an immediate change in color, which will dry after a few hours. Only one coat is necessary to give the aged look, but multiple coats can be applied to darken the wood. Finish the wood. Allow time to dry, and then use a damp rag and cold water to remove any residue from the steel wool. This can be the finished product, but if desired, a wax coating can be applied to preserve the effect. Aging wood using stains and paints. Apply a coat of sun-bleach stain to your wood. Allow time to set and then wipe off the excess. This will remove any previous color or stain from the wood and enhance the natural grain and texture. Add a layer of early American stain. This particular stain gives the appearance and color of wood that has been left for many years. If desired, this can be the final step. Make a rustic stain. Combine your own unique combination of a color glaze, antiquing glaze, and mixing glaze. Be sure to use all 3 glazes from the same brand so as to ensure proper color mixing. Apply the rustic stain. Use a paintbrush to thoroughly coat the wood with the stain. There are multiple methods to do this. Apply a single coat for a lighter look. This also can give the appearance of slightly newer wood. Add multiple coats of stain to create a more worn look. This will also darken the wood, giving it a richer color. Create freckles on your wood by flicking stain using a paintbrush or toothbrush. This will give irregular small spots of dark color on the wood. Creating crackles in your wood. Paint your wood. Use any hue of your choice, but it must be an acrylic paint. Apply white school glue. Use a generous amount to completely coat the wood. You should apply enough glue so that it appears opaque. Allow it to partially dry until tacky. Add a second coat of paint. Brush the paint over the still tacky glue and allow time to dry. Wait for the crackle effect to start taking place. It may take several hours for it to appear after the glue and paint completely dry. Distressing wood. Wood, 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 wood. Sing wood, sing wood. Distress wood with nails in a sock. Pour nails or screws into a sock and hit the wood until it reaches your desired level of distress. Hit the wood with a hammer or mallet. Soft strikes with a hammer will create small divots in the wood, while a mallet will make wider impressions. Rub the wood with sandpaper. This will remove areas of stain and give the wood a rough texture, as is likely to occur in a natural setting over time. Make wormholes with drywall screws hammered into a tewkspur. If you want to give your wood the appearance of having been eaten by worms over many decades, you can try to give it wormholes yourself. Hammer or screw the drywall nails into the tuxfer completely so that their ends stick through the bottom of your makeshift hammer. Next, strike the piece of wood with your wormhole hammer repeatedly, creating small puncture marks. To create a more interesting wormhole pattern, be sure to hammer your drywall screws into the tuxfer in an irregular pattern. Turn the wormhole hammer around and strike your wood at different angles to create a more natural-looking effect.